Collective, welcome back to my channel, Joyful Light Oracle. I pray all is well with you and your loved ones on this beautiful Friday. It's raining where I'm at, so it feels a bit cozy. After I do this video, I'm probably going to curl up in bed. That sounds like a plan. All right, guys, so we're going to look at the energy for today. I'm going to try my best to stop saying energy. Let me see how I could adjust that in this video. Divine Source, thank you so much for today. Let's go ahead and get centered for the message, collective. Let's take a few deep breaths, guys. Your workday may have been busy, I don't know. Maybe you had a chill day. If you did, that's wonderful. One day we will all be able to be free from this maze, right? This requirement. What is the requirement I speak of? Well, we live here on earth, right? And in this body, there are certain laws we have to abide by, okay? Universal laws and man-made laws, such as taxes, such as housing, right? Mortgage, insurance, and all the other stuff that puts weight to the pockets, right? Which can restrict the ability to truly be free and experience life fully. For some, others, perhaps you have everything. You came into this space and you were full to the capacity where anything you wanted to engage in, it was at your disposal. And if that's your portion, that's beautiful. You must have went through some experiences, you know, whether you're bloodline, family, whatever, that may have gone through some hard times, and now you are able to reap the benefit for whoever that's applicable to. If that's the case, I am happy for you. No shade here, okay? 212 on the timestamp. All right, so yeah, I do feel like I can take a nap. So let's get through the message. It's interesting because when I was off camera getting prepared, there was energy, right? And so I asked Divine Source, okay, well, what? Oops, that's one time that I said it. So I asked, so how should I allow this light to come through today? Thank you, Source. All right, so the message that I got off camera is we have a choice. We can align with the light or we can align with the dark. So whenever we get some type of communication, whether it be via our social media platforms, the news, or you're in interactions day to day with other people, family members, friends, and the like, co-workers even, we can choose to see the lighter side of things, literally lighter side like the feather, not taking it so personal, or the light side of the situation where we look at the positive attributes or aspects of a situation, or we can sink into the darkness, okay, and allow that to become heavy, burdensome, and create worries unnecessarily, the negative thinking syndrome. So it's that sense. So this message may challenge you to simply shift your perception or get you to see or question how are you perceiving things, rather, right? Are you perceiving things correctly? And that's for myself included, okay? Because before I get here, I am having to sit with that message myself and process that and make sure I see the areas that I need to see in order to bring this message forward. So as you are receiving, I am receiving. As you are learning, I am growing as well. So we are growing and learning together, guys. Just know that when I come on this platform, while I am relatively new with this skill set that is being developed by Divine Source, my goal is always to lead with love, to heal with love through love, and to give love, to send love to those who are receptive to love, okay? I've learned the hard way that whenever you try to heal someone who does not want to be healed, oh my God, the repercussion of that can take you years, months to even come back from. So it's a sense of giving to those who are open and receptive to receive. So I set the intention at this time to connect with only those individuals who are open and receptive to receive. And even the ones that are not there yet, Father, I pray that this light message will at least seep in some way within their vicinity, in their vessel, in their mind space, their heart, even to help jumpstart some type of awakening process. Ashe. Thank you for my guards, that guardian angels, right, that are always assisting me. This is the celestial beings, right? Even the planets, right? You know, a lot of us, we are into astrology, numerology, and I'm learning about these things. And, you know, it's not to worship anything that source makes, right? God makes, right? The creator of all that is. It's not to worship. It's a sense of understanding the influence that they play upon our individual experience. So, like the sense of Saturn being the teacher, okay, who may not always allow you to go out and play, okay, until you clean up your room, okay, and also the sun, you know, that also helps to create new life, okay. It's that regenerative energy, which when we feel tired, when we feel heavy, it's a sense of clearing. So, being grateful for the influence or the attributes of these celestial bodies. So, when you hear me talk about that, the moon, the stars, it's being grateful that the awareness, the wisdom is coming through at this junction of my life. I'm 49 years old, guys, and I've lived a life with the blinders on. And even though I was in religion and I have learned a lot about biblical texts and the like, and my faith is strong in that, this is actually adding to my walk. It's adding to my belief. All right. And many times my foundation had to crumble because it was faulty, right? I learned something that was erroneous. Okay. Even, yes, the name Jesus, right? Even that, I held to that for some years, you know, time passed and come to realize, you know, wait a minute, that's not even the correct name. And at the stage where I'm at right now, like that used to be very important. Right now, it's not, because I am not caught up on the names anymore. So that's why you may hear me say, or don't say, I may not even say God, because I understand my relationship with Source. I understand my relationship with creation. Okay. And so I know that it goes deeper than the name, it goes deeper than the label, it goes deeper than what is written in the biblical text or whatever sacred text you adhere to. It is an interpersonal connection. It's a sense of oneness that I have in concert with Source, right? Cultivated over these years through various means of life experiences and faith, relationships included. So there's that for whoever needs that. So when I do come on the platform, my primary goal, is to help you get out of any pitfalls, right? You know, that loop that people may mention where you are going around and around and around. You know, if you think about Moses and the children of Israel being in the desert for 40 years because of, you know, sin, or not being able to adhere to certain laws or standards of cleanliness or holiness, or just the principles that was trying to that Source was trying to pass through, right? Like through the hand of Moses to the children of Israel. It was a challenge to break certain patterns and habits and addictions and desires and passions. And so there was a need to repeat these cycles. So if you think about the wheel of fortune, right, that cyclical pattern that you see on the tarot cards, it's the same thing. Do we go in devil energy, or do we allow ourselves to transform like the snake, or do we allow ourselves to come up higher? Do we allow ourselves to recognize the laws that are actually at play? Do we adhere to those laws? Okay. Many of us are not aware of the cycle, of the loop, of the mountain. We may think that this is just all that there is, and there tend to be this a deadening state. That's probably not a word, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm trying to say. A dead end, okay, where life is void. It's whatever you create, it's some type of distortion, right, of the truth. Even the very truth is distorted. So how can you create when you don't have the truth, when you are unaware of truth? And truth, I'm speaking about of who you are, right? Because remember, we create from within, so it stems from your root, right? What is within you? What is the seed, the origin of you? Okay. So that has been absent in my life for years, up until recent. And so the platform here is to assist you. Okay. I wish I would have discovered this some years ago. However, perhaps this was just my path, and this is the intersection where we meet, and that's okay. So, shalom, how are you? I pray that you're well. And if you are finding challenges or struggles in your life, know that if you are open and receptive to receive whatever source is giving you at this time, the earth gives to us. The earth is very abundant, right? And if we're hungry, we can eat from its resources. But the saying or adage, closed mouths don't get fed, right? So maybe you need to make a request, make your request known. Seek and you will find. Knock, the door shall be open unto you. Okay. That type of energy. Oop, there's the second time I'm saying it. Okay, guys. So, guys, gals, all right. Don't get hang up on the gender either, guys. I know we're on this gender movement and all of this. Oh my gosh, the labels. The labels. Yeah, that can be a stumbling block for many of us. And so try not to allow that to be one of your forks in the road, okay? Just, yeah. Focus on what's really important, what really matters, which is, what is the quality of your life right now? How is it looking, right? When you look in your cupboard, your cabinet, I'm not talking about the physical kitchenware. I'm talking about within. When you open up your heart, when you open up your psyche, what's happening there, all right? How is it looking, right? Is everything on the up and up, or does it need to be improved, right? Some shedding of darkness, okay? Habits, like I mentioned earlier, patterns and ways of being that causes the stagnation where there's an inability to move forward, upward even, and outward also. It's more so outward and upward, like that expansion is what I'm talking about. So Sagittarius energy is what I'm picking up on right now. Discovering a different way of being, a different way of perceiving things, a different way of expressing yourself. That's already within. And that's the trick. It's like, it's not that it's outside of you, it's already within. So connecting back to the origin of who you are, that authentic self, and allowing that truth to be expressed in the earth. So that's a little bit about me, guys, my story, and why I do what I do, if you were ever wondering. Okay, all right. If you like my style of read, if you just like my style, if you just want to show some love because you enjoy hearing my voice, I appreciate that. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and share the video. All right. Source, thank you so much. Okay. Needle in a haystack. Okay, so intentionality. Focused intentions, right? Knowing where you're trying to go, who you're trying to go with, and what is it you're trying to do. A sense of purpose, okay? What are you about? So you see what I'm about, right? Because I'm here, and I've opened up my door, right, to a certain extent. And I've allowed you in as far as, my heart space, right? I'm sharing with you aspects of myself, and through these videos, right? Through these messages, what about you? What are you willing to open up and express? Are you willing to open up and express? 1422 on the time stamp. Number 17 may be significant for someone, okay? So someone is looking in, right? But it's like, I'm looking at the needles, right? The needles can be very small. They're sharp, sharp point. So you need great focus and detail. So it's almost like paying attention to certain aspects of oneself, paying attention to the details of a situation for some. But I'm just looking at the eye of that needle. It's like narrowing the scope. Maybe your scope is too broad, all right? Maybe your mind is too narrow. I don't know, you know, that narrow-mindedness that some people may have. Sometimes that's necessary, to be honest, okay? If you are too extended, like outward, and you're doing multiple things, that can limit your ability to really bring in what you're truly trying to bring in, because you are overextended and even exhausted, right? Maybe tired because you're doing too many things at once. Okay, so maybe just focus your energy. I needed to say that. Focus your efforts more succinctly or more direct. Inward is what I'm getting. I'm getting inward. Look inside. You're looking outside, but you need to look inside. Okay, thank you. All right, if you're looking for change, this is heralding change, right? Someone on a horse, feeling very gallant, shifting in energy, right? Oh, wow, initiation. So someone may be initiated or getting ready to be initiated into this awakening process. I'm going to show this to you again because someone is going through that portal, okay? There's an opening. And if you're going through that portal, that initiation, you will have to be focused. I'm going to let you know right now. Because trying to elevate, trying to expand requires discipline. It requires focus. It requires a shedding of dead weight, whatever the dead weight may be in your life. All right. Okay. There's that. There's a need to surrender, okay, for some. The blue is speaking to me right now. That is connecting me to the throat chakra. Again, that is a sense of communication. It's also expression, right? So it's what is it that you're expressing? So it's a sense of letting yourself express what you need to express. And mind you, look at the sun. I'm taking that as the sun, that bright yellow, right? Yellow brilliance of the sun's rays, or the sun's force, fueling you and aiding you in this process of surrendering. The blue can speak about the water as well, right? Coming out of the water. It's a sense of rebirth. Like, you know, when you allow something to shed, or allow the sun to burn something away, then you can open up your wings and expand and even feel the breath of life more fuller. Okay, so maybe you really haven't even lived yet. Okay, I don't know your age, but this is for someone perhaps that has not lived yet. I'm just looking at the top of the deck energy. This is talking about some type of sacred contract, covenant. I did say initiation, so you may be getting initiated into something, some type of spiritual, I don't know guys. All right, so I will